all the companies I've been with. Zildjian, I just 25 years in 2017. 25 years with Zildjian, and Remo, Vic Firth, DW Hardware, Mapex Drums. We have a big thing with Mapex where I went over there in 2013 to start to work on this project called Design Lab, and it's just coming out literally like this week. And it's been 5 years in the making, and it's a really high-end instrument, and it's got amazing, groundbreaking. I mean, the tom holders are basically magnetic field tom holders, so the toms kind of float on magnetic fields, and pretty innovative stuff. And we have all kinds of really great, groundbreaking things like fully adjustable floor tom legs that allow you to tune the sustain of the floor tom with the legs. And there's so much stuff, it'd take an hour to talk about it, but it's a really big step for Mapex, and I'm excited for them. I'm excited for what that brand is going to mean to the industry in a year or two once that stuff gets out there. But it's all happening right now. So every drummer is responsible for understanding how their instrument gets translated or projected through a PA or recorded onto recording. I mean, it's part of getting your sound. You have to. There's a couple stages to it. I mean, the first is most of the sound is from the stroke in the hand. Like with me or Erskine or Weckel or Steve Smith or anybody, if all of us hit the same ride cymbal, the cymbal all sounds different because we all have a different touch to it. So that's stage one, is getting your sound with the touch. Stage two is what instrument you're using and how you tune it, what heads, how you hit that instrument to create a certain tone. I think one of the things right now is like those two stages are kind of lost a lot on guys. They don't understand that the stroke of how they're playing is a big part of their personal sound. And then the second part, of course, is the instrument. And then the third part is how does that instrument get through a microphone? Do you know what you're looking for out of that? And I mean, it's really important, because if you could have a great stroke and a great drum set tuned well, but if you don't understand how to get that recorded or get it through the mics, then it's not going to sound right. So, and if any of those are you could know how to do it with the mics, but then you don't have the touch. Or you can have a great drum set, but then you don't have the touch. So you have to have those three components really to get it to be what it's supposed to be, and have control over it. And that's really important, that you have an individual approach and sound. It really in any business, right? Because in any business, if there's people that can do what you can do, someone will always do it cheaper, and it will just keep doing that, right? So, I mean, you see businesses like that all the time. I mean, look at the cellular industry, where it's like, after a while, it's kind of, they're all doing the same thing, right? So T-Mobile's like, well, we'll do it for $69, and then Verizon's like, well, we'll do it for $65. When I first got a cell phone, it was really expensive. Like it was like $700 a month, back in the 90s or early 90s, and now it's $50. So you can see with even that big of an industry, it drives it down, because there's nothing that they're all trying to figure out what can we offer that they can't. And it's a lot of musicians forget about that. Like, what do you have to say? Tell me what you have to say that these other guys don't have to say, right? Because I see a lot of guys who sound alike, set up alike, play the same sort of things, have the same approach, and you go, look, I can't tell you apart. If I hear a recording or I can't tell you apart. So in my generation of guys, we all tried to have a little different thing. And if I saw somebody do something, I would go, wow, that's great, and I might take a part of it and incorporate it. But I wouldn't just do that, because he already did that. He beat me to it. He's already got it, I mean, I love Neil Peart and Rush and bands like that, but I'm not going to set up like Neil Peart and play like, because that's Neil. He already did it. It's his thing, I might take little pieces of it, but, that's really important for guys to know,